Okay, what's up, YouTube? You know who it is. It's Space Crypto coming at you again one more time. About to give you another video. Remember to leave a like. Remember to share. Remember to subscribe. Also, turn on notifications. Check out my social media. Links are in the description. They're also at the bottom of this video. So I want to talk to you guys real quick about MetaVPad. Now, MetaVPad is a launchpad that's going to be on a lot of different launch pads for the release. Now it's going to be on 8 different Bluezilla launch pads. They're listed right here: BSCPAD, ethpad, kccpad, tronpad, ethpad, ethpad, and NFT launch. I think it's 9 actually. Is it 8 or 9? It's 8. It's 8. So NFT launch in Game Zone. So obviously not every launch pad on Bluezilla is listed here, but most of them, probably I would say majority of them, probably like 1 or 2 is not available, but for the most part there's a lot of launch pads here, so it's a lot of opportunity to get this token for a lot of different people regardless of what you are staking tokens on. Now I want to talk to you guys about the key times and date for what's going to take place, because this is very important, guys. You don't want to miss this. Everything is time sensitive, so you got to make sure that you are participating at the right time. You got to make sure you're waking up at the right time, so on and so forth, because obviously this is in UTC time and you're going to have to wake up early if you're on East Coast or even West Coast time. It's even worse for West Coast people, so yeah, it's pretty crazy. So basically, the staking eligibility deadline, right? So the staking eligibility deadline is going to be 5 a.m. UTC, or it's going to be 12 a.m. Eastern time. See what I'm saying? So that's the staking eligibility deadline, right? Now, the allocation round is going to be 9 a.m. UTC time or 4 a.m. Eastern time. So keep that in mind. Set your alarm, people. Set your alarm. Make sure that you wake up early, because you don't want to oversleep. You don't want to miss this. The good thing about the allocation round, though, it does last for 5 hours, right? So you will still have an opportunity to buy the token after it lasts for either 5 or 4 hours. I think it's about 5 hours, but I'm not 100% sure. But you have enough time. You have enough time to get into it before it goes to the next phase, which is the first come, first serve round. So you want to make sure that you get in as soon as possible. Now, for the first come, first serve rounds, you have these 8 launch pads that it's going to be launched on. And for each launch pad, it's going to be a different time. So for BSCPAD, it's going to be 1 p.m. UTC time or 8 a.m. Eastern time, right? ethpad is going to be 1:10 p.m. UTC time or 8:10 a.m. Eastern time. kccpad is going to be 1:20 p.m. UTC time or 8:20 a.m. Eastern time. For tronpad, 1:30 p.m. UTC time or 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. For ethpad, it's going to be 1:40 p.m. UTC time or 8:40 a.m. Eastern time. ethpad is going to be 1:50 p.m. UTC time or 8:50 a.m. Eastern time. For NFT launch, 2 p.m. UTC time, 9 a.m. Eastern time. And then finally for Game Zone, 2:10 p.m. UTC time or 9:10 a.m. Eastern time. Very important, guys. Keep those times in mind, guys. First come, first serve round is a very underrated round, but to get that small additional allocation and be able to get those tokens could be worth a whole lot once it hits market. You get what I'm saying? So just having the ability to get that extra little something, those tokens, if you get, like, let's say you get a $20 allocation the first serve round, and the token goes up 30x, right? You're looking at $600. You know what I mean? So you just missed out on some money. So you guys got to look into that. And obviously, so now the DEX times, let's talk a little bit about the DEX times. So Pancake Swap, 3 p.m. UTC time or 10 a.m. Eastern time, right? YU Swap, 10:30 p.m. UTC time or 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. Uniswap is gonna be 4 p.m. UTC time, 11 a.m. Eastern time. So obviously, guys, I'm just subtracting 5. And that's how I'm figuring it out. I'm just subtracting 5 from the UTC time because UTC time is 5 hours ahead of the Eastern time, right? So I'm just subtracting 5. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, obviously you could go on the site right here. This is their Medium page, and they got some checklists that you guys got to make sure that you follow in order to get into this IDO. A lot of people don't fully understand how this stuff works. Obviously, you got to do KYC. I may do another video just breaking down the whole thing, but you got to do KYC, guys, you know, to get into these IDOs. You got to make sure that you buy the token. You can buy the token on PancakeSwap. You can buy all the tokens on PancakeSwap, and then you have to stake the token. You have to bridge it to the chain, right? So you got to set up your RPC, stuff like that. Then you got to stake. You got to make sure you're staking for a bit, right? And then that's how you're gonna be able to get into these allocate. Once the allocation round starts, you're gonna see the project that is gonna be open. It's gonna be in the open section. Once you go to projects, the projects links on, like, let's say, let me actually break it down a little bit. So let's say if we go to kccpad website. Oh man, this is taking a minute to load. But anyways, yeah, but I may have to do a video about it. But essentially, you want to make sure you go on that projects page, and then you want to make sure that you select the open projects, obviously, and then you want to go in, do your thing. So I'm gonna do a whole breakdown of it. I may actually use this IDO to really do the breakdown. It's gonna be early in the morning. I'm gonna have to do a video early in the morning, but I'm gonna have to just show you guys how to do it, because I think some people don't know how to do it. Like, people really do not know how to get into these IDOs, and I don't think Bluezilla does enough to allow people to understand. But yeah, basically you go into projects, right? So you see the project listed here. So once MetaVPad gets listed, you're gonna see projects open now, right? And let's say the project's open, right? You're gonna have the ability to actually you're gonna have the ability to buy the tokens here. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have to have KCC in your wallet. Have to have KCC in your wallet, right? Or actually not KCC. You need USDT. You can get USDT from KuSwap, right? You can go to KuSwap, get some USDT, and then you're gonna be able to buy your tokens from there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But they got a guide here to kind of break it down. I don't know how good the guides are. I think I might need to make a video to break that down even more, right? And now, they're saying the KYC requirement is at least 36 hours before the allocation round opens. Wow, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I didn't even know the KYC requirement had to be that long before. So, gotta get KYC, guys. The KYC, there's a KYC link here. Let me see if I could do this. Let's see if we can do this right, so you guys can see what I'm talking about a little bit. So you can see I'm KYC'd. But you just gotta click that KYC link. You know, if you're not KYC, then you'll be able to click that link, and then it'll take you over to KYC aid, and then you can KYC stuff like that. But I'm gonna break that down in another video. So only 3 DEX is gonna be listed on PancakeSwap, WagUSwap, and Uniswap. I'm hoping that they put it on some more DEX eventually. You know, the more the better, the more the merrier, you know what I mean? So let's see what happens, man. And obviously they got the different tiers. So Coup Starters tier, Coup Bulls tier. So the following tier must complete additional tasks in whitelist to be eligible. The following tiers must complete additional tasks on whitelist to be eligible. So if you in the Coup Starters, Coup Bulls tier, you gotta be you gotta complete the whitelist stuff. That's what they're saying. You gotta make sure that you complete the whitelist if you're in these tiers right here. So if you're in the Coup Starters, Coup Bulls, obviously if you're in the Lottery tiers, Copper tier, Bronze tier, Tars tier, Orion tier, NFT Star. So if on these launch pads you're in these tiers, then you're gonna have to go to app.viralsweep.com and you're gonna have to do those whitelist things. You're gonna have to go here, put in your address, so on and so forth, and then you're gonna have to follow them on Twitter, stuff like that. Let me see if I could show you guys what I mean. So let me see what's up. Let's see what we doing here. So let me put that in, put my address. You know what I'm saying? Let me put my email there. So there we go. You gotta do these. Like if you're in those tiers, you gotta do these first. You know what I'm saying? You gotta follow them. Like you gotta follow them on Twitter. You gotta follow Bluezilla. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you're in those particular tiers, you know what I'm saying? If you're in these tiers, like you have to. So if you want kccpad and you're in these two tiers, starter and bulls, you gotta do that. For ethpad, if you're on these tiers, you gotta do that. If you're for Velospad, if you're on these tiers, you gotta do it. For NFT Launchpad, if you're on these tiers, you gotta do that. So gotta do it, man. Gotta do it, or else you're not gonna be eligible for the IDO. So let me just do this. I mean, I'm not in these tiers, but I just want to show you guys what to do. But anyways, have a great day. Pace Crypto sign out. Went on a little bit longer than I expected, but if you guys have questions, let me know. But anyways, have a great day. Pace Crypto sign out.